Hi, my name is Tess and welcome back. Here you see the area we're going to be dealing with. We're going to go from the viaduct here to the storage yard, showing you how we did it. It's going to be in two parts. Part one will be the storage yard. Part two will be the scenic area from the viaduct to the storage yard on the No Name Railway. So if you saw my first video, the introductory video, you'll know what the tasks are. The first task will be to clear all the area and move this cupboard from here, which there's a lot of gear to move, over to here, where there is also a lot of gear to move. So with all the bits and pieces moved, the cupboard was moved over. As you can see, there's still some bits that I need to find a home for. So first job though was to put up the scenic brake. This allowed the storage area to be this side, and this side would be the infill to the viaduct gap here, which will obviously need filling, and just like magic, here it is filled in. The next phase was to bring the track level up to the right height of the same side as the viaduct, and to do this I made some blocks, attached them to some MDF, and included a little bit more thickness with some more MDF, a quick coat of paint to protect it all, and we were ready to start looking at laying track. Obviously we need to align it correctly to the viaduct, go through, and I decided I'd install an additional point here, so I had 3 roads for the storage area. Had to turn the board over here though, no way I was going to get that point motor in. The IP digital is my preferred use, they're all over the rest of the layout, and it makes it far easier to do it in this position. I did struggle on previous motor installations with having to work under the board, and at my age, well, it's not easy, let's put it that way. As you can see here, I am installing the throw bar. Fiddly little thing, but once it's in, with the screw tightened, it works perfectly. The next task was to test the motor so that I knew that it worked. A quick set of wires, and then finally install the track with all the dropper wires. Yes, we struggle getting them in the hole, but we get there in the end. You might have noticed the mistake here at this point. I haven't, but don't worry, I do actually notice it before it's too late. And with a quick pull back, I put it in at the right side. Mistakes happen, and so long as you spot them and rectify them, there's nothing lost. Once that's in, the next one is the throw bar to go through the point, and then pull all the wires taut, allowing the track to sit flat on the bed. So with this track now in position, the next job was to fit the next piece of track to the point. And to enable me to do this, there's a little bit of work that needs doing on the track. As you can see here, these are touching, and there's a gap in these. So you'll notice that it gets tighter and tighter until eventually you have to trim a bit of sleeper back so that you get the correct alignment. Once I was happy, I turned the track back over, allowing me to fit the frog into the IP digital point motor. Then turn it back over again, and the fiddly job of trying to get it in the right position. It's tight, there's a lot of cables here, and I've already got the track coming through from the viaduct area that needed sorting. So now it was time to pull all the wires back through and thread all the dropper wires. You can see me struggling here, working out which wire goes where. But in the end, I got it all done. Connection time. Need to do this so that I can test the track. I use suitcases. You might notice that there's a different, not red and black as usual, but, well, needs must, and this is all I had. Here you can see me fitting the dropper wires to the final bit. Quick drill, it's in position, and the time of truth. The moment that the trains actually run on the storage yard bit. You need to test. At the end of the day, you want everything to run perfectly. Testing complete, time to glue the track into position, and to ensure that it stays flat and level, put some weights on. Good tip here, put some water in the old milk bottles that you're getting rid of. They work really well. I decided to install the DCC Concepts Power Bus spike suppressors. This is a view of the packaging. It looks well protected. You get 2 in the packet with the screws provided, and an extra screw in case you lose one. As I said, you get 2 in the packet, but you only need 1 at the end of your bus line, so you have to split them off. It's a simple screw-in job, and once done, this should hopefully protect from power surges, I believe. So, now where to fit it? Well, here looks an obvious spot, and with the screws provided, it was a simple job of screwing it into position. Temporary boards put on to protect the cabling, and a quick test run of the engines again. This time a bit more substantial. I didn't put the carriage on correctly, that's why it's hanging over there. Didn't notice it until now. Still, it ran. The engine is going onto the secondary line there. Make sure everything runs okay, we swap them about. And this time I'll make sure that that carriage goes on correctly without a wheel hanging off. Everything seems to be running good. You even get a sneak preview of the tunnel mouth that'll be in the next episode. So, we'll leave the trains still testing. I'm happy with the tracks being fully tested. At the end of it, I've placed some sponge in case there's an overrun, just to protect the trains. So if you enjoyed this and got benefit from it, think about subscribing. If you hit the bell icon, you'll get notification of the next videos. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.